Hey everyone, I hope you're having a beautiful day so far today. Now, I don't know about how you guys play RuneScape, but sometimes I'll start getting a few of an item, whether it be from a Slayer drop or whether it's finding it on the ground, and I just want to see how many of them I can get over time. Now, when I collect items like this, I don't go out of my way to buy the item or to see how much wealth I can put into it. It's not any sort of collection like that. It's more just how many of them I can obtain, whether it be clue scrolls or again Slayer drops, finding them on the ground, things like that. How many I can hoard over time. If you guys like to collect items too, throw it in the comments. I want to hear what sort of items you guys like to collect. But without any further ado, I am going to share with you some of my collections. First up is going to be my burnt collection. Now, this doesn't have any sort of sentimental value to me. This is entirely items that I had either burned myself, which would be a few of the sharks, a few of the rocktails or something, and just items I had found on the ground, whether it's while people are cooking or finding it at the bank and stuff like that. So I had accumulated a whole bunch over time. The only problem with this was I had such a wide variety of burns, it was taking up so much bank space, and it got to a point where my bank was full, and this was just the thing that had to go. So I sold it to a friend of mine. Shout out to him. Thank you for the money, man. I do appreciate it. And I hope you like your burnt collection. If you guys like burnt collections, tell me how many you have so far because I've seen some pretty ridiculous ones. All right, another collection that doesn't really mean anything to me, but it's kind of interesting to see how much I can accumulate is the loot from the Dwarven Instinct Dora. Now, not all of this is exclusively from the Dwarven Instinct Dora. Like some of the dwarf wheat seeds I got from Armadillo or some drops or something, and I'm sure some of the dragon stones are from like Triskelion keys and things like that. Maybe some of the rune ore is from Treasure Hunter and things like that. But for the most part, all of this, or very close to all of this, has been from the Dwarven Instinct Dora, which, if you don't know, came out with the recent VIP package for 2015, and it just goes to show you how much you can make from actually doing your dailies. So definitely do your dailies, guys. So next we have my seeds and my herbs. Now I do have more seeds than this, like some wishing well bush seeds, and I have a whole bunch of herblore habitat seeds that I don't really use, but they're not really so important to me. These are the ones that really matter. Now first you can see the flytrap seeds. What happened there was I had a friend who had a whole bunch of them. I think he had like 974K of them or something ridiculous like that. And these seeds aren't very popular at all. There's like very little demand for them, so they don't instant sell at 1 GP. They instant buy at 1 GP, and he had a bunch of them and couldn't sell them. So I bought them off him for 500K. I have much less now because I sold a bunch to a friend who also collects seeds, and so helping him out a little bit. But I've just kept these because I think it's cool to have this many seeds. As far as the Morcello mushroom spores go, those were back before the second batch of the Elf City, when you would get those as loot from pickpocketing at Kerwis. Now the problem with these is they also don't instant sell at 1 GP. At least I'm pretty sure. Maybe that has changed in a long time, but I really see no need to get rid of them. It's kind of a reminder of, pickpocketing and all that. It was very fun. The same goes for the snapegrass seeds. They don't sell really low either. It's just kind of cool to have a bunch of them. The Harmony Moss seeds, also from pickpocketing at my lure. The only problem with those is that I had intended on selling these in my loot video, and I totally forgot. So I'm just keeping them for now, and I guess I'll gradually use them over time. If I ever get around to doing a whole bunch of pillars, I've got seeds, so that's fun. As far as the Avanto seeds and the Avanto herbs, I cannot honestly tell you with certainty when the last time I bought these seeds was. It was absolutely ages ago. And I've just been slowly using them over time. I know I do at least one herb per day for my jacket trades. Back when I was working on 99 farming, I did a lot of herb runs, and I've just been throwing these herbs in the bank. Now, some of these Avanto herbs, again, have been from Slayer drops and things like that, but I'd say easily 95% of them have been from farming. And again, it's just really fun to see how much of an item you can accumulate without really doing a whole lot of putting a whole lot of effort into it. And it's just so much fun to me. Nothing really to say about this one. The weeds I had just found on the ground over time, or raked them myself from a patch. I never bought any of them. Most of the uncut gems, like a vast majority of them, have been from while I was bonfiring, picking up fire spirits and stuff like that. Very few of them have been from like while I'm mining sandstone or something like that. But again, these don't really mean a whole lot to me. I'll probably sell them if I get full bank space or something like that. Again, just kind of fun. All right, now this is a collection I am very fond of. If you don't know this about me, I absolutely hate buying runes. It is just something that I really do not enjoy having to do. So a long, long time ago, like we're talking years ago, I bought a decent chunk of elemental runes, and ever since then, the stack has really just been growing, whether it be through monster drops or whether it be from doing some Wicked Hood now and then. I've just been accumulating runes. Most, like a vast majority of the law runes, have been from doing Wicked Hood because I don't like to buy runes, so I would just do that. The Pure Essence, I'm pretty sure almost all of that has been from monster drops. I cannot remember the last time I bought Pure Essence. It's just this is so fun to me to accumulate all these runes. I do have to disclose though, almost all of the astral runes I bought to do Livid Farm back during the double mini game point weekend thing. I believe that was around December, I think, of 2014. So I did buy those. I do intend on using those eventually, but pretty much everything else has just been accumulated, and I love it. All right, now with this, pretty much all of the rune arrows have been from monster drops. I don't really arrange using rune arrows or anything like that, so it's just I just accumulate them, and I don't know if I'll sell them. I mean, it's not really worth a whole lot to be worth selling, and it's just fun to look at a stack like that. As far as the arrow shafts go, back long before Elf City, I used to do Jack of Trades in a way that involved me chopping two logs, and I would burn one, and I would fletch the other into arrow shafts. So that's where those came from. Again, I don't really see any need to sell them. I don't see any need to make more of them or anything. It's just kind of fun. As far as the black throwing knives go, these are what I accumulated getting 99 Thieving. Again, long, long before Elf City, I did Monkey Knife Fighters. So many black knives, and they don't sell for super cheap. So I would much rather just keep them in my bank, have this awesome like almost 17K of each stack of knives, than sell them and make like 120K or something. So long before Treasure Hunter was Treasure Hunter, back when it was the Squeal of Fortune, instead of prismatic stars and different bonus XP stars, you would get these skill pendants, these prismatic pendants. And these functioned basically the same way as the bonus XP stars do, except you would have to wear them in order to get the bonus XP stored inside them. And then once they were empty, there was a different one for each skill. Once that was empty, then it would just be cosmetic. There was a point, I'm pretty sure, when you used to be able to destroy them and then reclaim them from Diango, but for some reason I wasn't able to see that just now when I checked. But I do still have all of these prismatic pendants, prized prismatic pendants, that's really hard to say, and these recharge gems. What these do is they would be used to recharge a full pendant itself. And I can still use these, but instead of them turning into a pendant, it just goes straight into bonus XP. And I'm at the stage where I don't know what I want to use these on. I've had them for so long, and I mean, like, it'd be useful in so many skills. I don't know what to put them in. If you guys have suggestions, I would be thrilled, absolutely thrilled to hear it, because these have been sitting in my bank for a long time, and like, yeah, they're amazing to look at, but I want to use them. I want the XP. This is one of those things where I would rather have a few people like me for who I am than have a lot of people like me for what I'm not. So I'm not going to lie about this or hide anything from you guys. I'm going to flat out say I did used to be a gambling host. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was some of the most excitement and fun I have ever had on RuneScape. It was an absolute blast. Am I bitter that it's gone? No, not really. Do I wish it was back? Sometimes I do, yeah. But at the same time, I think to myself, if it was back, if gambling was still here, would I be as far in RuneScape as I am today? The answer is just flat out absolutely not. I mean, maybe I would be maxed. I definitely wouldn't have 200 mil thieving or probably not even 120 dungeoneering. I wouldn't have 120 fire making. I'd be so far behind. So I'm glad it was taken out in that respect. And these are some flowers that I have planted, most of them anyway. There were a few that I had picked up over time when I saw them on the ground at the Grand Exchange. Just so you guys know, I hosted on World 103. It's my home world now just because I have those memories. And I hosted under the name PandaForce. So when I changed my name back to PandaForce, it was just kind of to, bring that back. If people recognize me, I know, hey, you used to come and hang out and bet at World 103, and it was just like it was a good community in most regards. Yeah, there were scammers and everything, and they were the shit of the community, and a lot of people focus on that. But on World 103 anyway, there was a really good community surrounding it. It was a lot of fun, and I loved it. Most of these flowers, again, were ones that I individually planted, so you can kind of get an idea for what the ratio was for different flowers and stuff like that. But that's that, and I love it. I don't know if I'm ever going to sell these just because of the memories I have associated with it, and just the fact that it's cool to be able to see all of these flowers. Yeah, there was a period of time when I was selling or dropping my flowers. I wish I didn't do that, so I'd have bigger stacks. But even this, like, I like looking at this and seeing this. Okay, so some skilling collections I have. You can see all of this energy. I I'm pretty sure, like I'm 99% sure that all of this energy I've gotten myself, like maybe some of the vibrant energy I had bought to make divine box traps at one point. So you can ignore that if you want to. The rest I have collected myself on my way to 99 divination. And I don't really have a reason to sell it because I mean, it takes up a few bank spaces, yeah, but I think it'd be nice to have, especially if and when invention is implemented into the game in whatever way Jagex decides to do that. I know it is supposed to function as an energy sink, so it'd be very convenient to already have some energy instead of needing to buy some. And I do use some of the energies to make portents, which I use every day as part of my Jack of Trades in order because I do divine rocktail bubbles. And if you don't use a portent, then you need to bank, and you'll end up missing out on some of the XP and everything. And so that kind of ties into all of these raw rocktails. Like, where the hell did all those come from? Pretty much all of it, if not absolutely all of it, has been from divine rocktail bubbles. I do one every single day for Jack of Trades. It adds up just so much. This just goes to show you how much you can get from doing your dailies. Do your dailies, guys. They're important. I'm trying to think of how long I've been doing them. Probably, I would assume that I stopped doing Hunter Divine Locations once I got 99 Hunter, and that was one of my last 99s. So this is probably almost a year of Divine Rocktail Bubbles. So that's a lot, but you can see, like, it's so much XP, and that's a very decent chunk of money for zero effort. Like, I will happily take that. As far as all these monkfish go, a long time ago, I used to do strange rocks, which are used to make the statue of Damarok. It's a trimmed comp requirement. I wasn't doing it because it was trimmed comp. I was doing it because I really enjoyed that method of skilling where you bang out one skill for a little while, and then by the time you start to hate the skill and you want something different, you've already gotten your strange rocks, you can move on to something else. I would always be fishing and cooking monkfish, and I got, as you can see, a whole bunch. I had at one point 5, maybe even 6K, and I just used them for Slayer and everything, so I fished my own food. It was very convenient, and I was very content to do that. I have, again, no reason to sell these. I'll just slowly use them over time. All of these pungent vines I got from, obviously, hunting Jadinkos, carrion Jadinkos, I believe they're called. And those are what I did for my Jadinko dailies whenever I had a hunter daily challenge. So I got a whole bunch of those. I'd need to do 63 every day I had a hunter challenge. And I hunted them a lot on top of that on my way to 99 hunter. So that's where all those came from. I can use them to make super compost, and maybe I would do. I don't have a need to do that. I think they'll just sit in my bank forever. And this is pretty much most of my 99 herb lore. As you can see, I hardly made any overloads. Everyone was always telling me, you should really make mostly overloads on your way to 99. That way you don't need to make them after 99. And I figure, I don't PVM. I'm not going to need them. And now I'm at the stage where I'm selling floors and starting to think of maybe getting into a little PVM on the side now and then. And overloads would be very useful for that. Now, obviously, I need to make a bunch because I have almost none. As you can see, I did mostly extreme attacks, and that gets, oh no, it doesn't get cut off. Extreme attack 4s, because I decanted them. So many extreme attacks. I really need to use those up on Slayer or something. I made some extreme strengths. Nothing really to say about those. That's just how I got 99 herblore. There you go. So while we're talking about dailies, as you can tell, I do these crystal flask dailies. I make sure to mine all 75 I can do every day. And as you can see, I don't automatically blow them into the the flasks that they can be made into. But I do mine them every day, and this way I just have all of that XP that I can use in the future. And I mean, yeah, it definitely adds up a lot. I know they're worth like absolute poop right now. And I know you guys are going to absolutely just roast me alive that I do these and I don't do the regular crystal flasks, or the regular flasks, not crystal flasks. And the reason I don't do those is just that like they're very out of the way. I need to go all the way down to Sophonim and to Uglog, and I'm at Elf City all the time, so it's like I know I should really get into doing that. Hopefully, me talking about this will be the motivation for me to actually get around to doing that. But that's these. That's why these are in my bank, and hopefully I'll get a lot of use out of them in the future. So as you know, I do have 200 mil thieving. So this is the musician's outfit pieces that I had accumulated during that entire journey, and all of the symbol pieces that I got. The symbol pieces can be used to make a combined Saren symbol piece thing, which once you put together all of the symbol pieces, then you get a 270k XP drop, 15k XP, and each of these skills you need in order to access Prifdinus. Each of the skills you need to have up to level 75. The only problem with that is that, well, first of all, it costs money to buy each new symbol, or a symbol mount, I guess you would call it, the unfinished symbol. And second of all, I hardly ever pickpocketed at Ioworth because it was the lowest level clan, therefore gave the least XP, and it just wasn't worth it for me to go there, considering I was going for the best XP per hour I could get. So I don't have any Ioworth pieces. So yeah, I can't make any more of those. But I really just like having all these in my bank and seeing what I got from 200 mil thieving. Also, I should note, some of these were actually after 200 mil thieving. I pickpocketed for a little bit now and then after 200 mil thieving because I wanted to get clue scrolls, and that was just the first way I thought of getting them. So this is that's that. You can also see I have 3 auspicious katanas. Now, a while back, I believe it was still the Squeal of Fortune, Jagex did a promo where you could get, the swagger stick, the goblin hat, auspicious katanas, and shark fists, and the swag bag and things like that. And I really, really wanted the swagger stick. So I spent 113 mil on bonds to buy keys. At that time, I think bonds were around like 7 mil, maybe a little bit less than that each. I think they might have only been like 6.5. I don't really know. But that's the thing, is I got 3 auspicious katanas. I got the goblin hat. I had gotten the shark fists from a daily spin, actually, and I got the swag bag. But I didn't get the swagger stick. That wasn't until the new promo, kind of recently, where you were able to exchange your bonus XP for points, and then you could use those points to buy other things, such as the swagger stick. So that is the story I have behind that. And I am thoroughly frustrated that I got 3 auspicious katanas. I didn't even want 1. I didn't know you could even get multiple. I was so pissed. Now, if you know about the Motherlode Maw, you'd know that you can get all of these different enhancers. And basically these enhancers function as little boosts to different aspects of the game, which are primarily directed toward achieving completionist requirements. Now, I have things like a Player-Owned Ports enhancer, and this is a Dark Beast enhancer, Dark Beast assignment token. I guess I can just use that to get a free Dark Beast task, I don't know. And it's just like, there's so many different things that I don't even know if I'm ever going to use all of these. Like a Chump Ice enhancer, I've already done the quest that requires the Chimp Ice, so not really a need for that. The unfocused ones are nice because I can obviously focus these onto other things. Castle Wars token, that'd be very nice. Nile damage, Rush of Blood, like there's so many different things that I'm just letting stack up in my bank, and I should use these one day. Don't know if I'm gonna ever get around to using all of them, but they're there. It's a collection I have. Alright, so finally the last clip. This is a few collections mixed together, but I have to say that this tab of mine is probably my favorite, and it's probably my favorite collection as well. As you can see, I have so many rune items just stacked up, and that's just, all of that is from Slayer and from Clue Scrolls. Cannot remember the last time I bought any sort of rune item like that. It just I get them from Clue Scrolls and from Slayer, I throw them in the bank, and they just sit there. So that's that, and this is actually going to be a big problem when I go to my Completing the Mask Slayer series is that it's going to make it harder to keep track of what loot I get because I have all of these in the beginning. I also have a whole bunch of clue scroll loot. You know, you've got the rune trimmed, I've got rune gilded legs, some H1, H2. I believe I have like a couple H3 items, some H4, some H5. Saradomin, I have a full Gothic set. I was pumped to finish that. Zamorak, Saradomin, or no, Armadil. I don't have any Saradomin actually. Do I? Oh no, that's my Saradomin. Silly me. Some Armadil. Not full Armadil because I don't have the shield, but I have plate legs and plate skirt, so that's kind of cool. Bando's legs, some Zaros stuff, and just some dragon hide. I have a full Gothic dragon hide set as well, so that's pretty cool. Some other various stuff. I have never finished a book on my own. I have bought a couple books, but that's not the same. It's so different. And you know, cat staff, Wolt staff, some masks and everything. As far as the teleports go, I do use the lumberyard teleports for clues. They're super convenient. I love them. The other teleports really just stack up. I don't use them for anything. 2 robins, so that's pretty cool. Just so you guys know, I do plan on putting out a video of me doing a whole bunch of clues, and, well, not me doing the clues, but me opening caskets. If you're interested in that, make sure that you're subscribed so you see when that comes out. That's probably going to come out pretty soon, so make sure you're looking out for that. You can see down here, most of this is like elite rewards and stuff like that. Crystal keys, a lot of these are from... What are those from? They're from my Dwarven Instinct Dora, and I think I might get them from other things too. You can get key halves, I believe, from elites. So that's how I have those. Crystal Triskelion fragments. A lot of these are from Dwarven Instinct Dora. Most of them are from Thieving. On my way to 200 mil, so I also plan on making a video of me seeing what I get from all those. So stay tuned. Shameless plug. And that's going to be that. I love this tab. I don't plan on ever selling this. I do plan on, like, if I ever get an amazing clue loot thing, which, by the way, I haven't in however many clues I've done, I will probably sell it. Like, if I get third age or something, I don't really have a need to keep that. I would rather have the cash, but this is one of my favorite tabs, and this is why I love collecting on RuneScape, is that you can come back and you can look at this and you can say to yourself, I gathered this on my own. I didn't buy this. I created this. You know, this is like, it's like an Iron Man collection sort of thing. And it's just so fun. If you guys aren't already collecting things in RuneScape, find something that you like and just collect it. Hoard the hell out of it. You will have so much fun, I guarantee it. I love it. I love it. And, you know, with that, I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have made it this far, you are a fucking champ. So thank you so much for that support. It means so much to me. You have no idea. Other than that, stay tuned for the next videos. I've already hinted at what a few of them will be. Have an awesome day. Stay happy. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Have a good one, guys.